imagine how insane it would be if you got a book in the mail that you realized was set in Italy and you were like, wow, how cool would it be to go to Italy, reading the book about Italy, written by an Italian author. So then all of a sudden you're researching flights to Italy because that's a cool dream. You're like, wow, this is stupid affordable. All of a sudden you have bought tickets, you've packed a bag, and now it's a week later and you're in Italy. That would just be insane, right? I did a thing. So I am coming to you from my hotel room right now. I did in fact fly to Sardinia in Italy to read this book, which feels a little crazy to say it out loud. Let me show you. Because you know, AI, I could just be talking shit from like, hold on. You can't see that, can you? It's really hot right now. That's Italy, down there. This book, if you're unfamiliar, is actually set in Sicily, so a bit different of a place. But the concept, I feel, will hold true. The challenge, in addition to reading about Italy while in Italy, we are also going to try and do 2 or 3 things that are mentioned in this book. I'm really not sure what I'm going to get, but as we start to unfold the story, maybe we'll find something fun to tick off our Italian, a problematic summer. It's not a romance, it's just me. So, let's go. Okay guys, we made it. Hold on, I'm gonna show you outside. Yeah. Anyway, kind of long story short, my partner Jake and I stayed here 2 years ago for like a full month. So I feel like I've come home a little bit. It's very weird. Like come home to like the vacation spot. It's not home, but you know what I mean. Look, okay, game plan. I am going to go down to the beach and go for a quick swim because how else do you celebrate being in a beach town? And then probably just gonna get an early night. Okay guys, good morning. So I had a chill night last night. I may have actually girl bossed a little too close to the sun because I woke up this morning after having like, I think it was an 8-hour sleep, and I got up, watched sunrise. I'm like, cute. Okay, I'm still tired. Maybe I should like just have a little bit more of a nap. And what's a summer vacation without naps, right? So I proceeded to sleep until 10 in the morning, which is not a problem usually, but when you're in Italy and the sun is at its highest between 10 and 2, it was a little bit of a problem, and I have no sun buildup, so like I will burn. Yeah, that is why I'm wearing this sun-safe outfit, but it is now past 2, so we're now gonna head down to the beach and see if we can get some inspiration for things to do in the next week, and that I can do from where I am in this teeny tiny town. Wish me luck. It is unbelievably warm already. It is only 8 a.m. Yeah, this is crazy. Yesterday went really well. I'm about 100 pages in, read down at the beach for a while, and then I ended up getting pizza and reading while having dinner. So that was lovely. And so now I'm gonna head down to the beach for the morning. Yeah, just have a chill one, and then I'm actually gonna try and escape the heat of the midday sun and come back for the afternoon and just read at home for the rest of the day. So that's the plan. Oh, and I'm gonna take you to my favorite coffee shop, so Also, I had my first like potential, ooh, I could do that from the book thing. There was like a scene where they were talking about lemons. This doesn't give anything away, by the way. And there's a lemon tree right there. And I'm really tempted just to steal a lemon, but they're all a little too high for me to reach. I might try on the way back. We'll see. So I just got back from the beach. I am currently at, God, I read a lot down the beach actually. What am I up to? I'm up to 279, so I have like 100 pages left in this. I am baffled, honestly, by Hazelwood. Every book I read from her, I'm like, this is my new favorite. And then I read the next one and I'm like, no, scratch that. This is my new favorite. And I fear that this is true of this one. It is just, it's so good. I'm having such a good time. My only stipulation is that I think I was a little bit hasty to bulk Italy in with this entirety of a book. It is set in Sicily, and I am realizing, I'm learning a lot, that Sicily is a very specific region, and I'm finding it very hard to relate that region to the one I'm in, because they're just very different, which is just a bit of a cultural faux pas on my part, but it's fine. But look, if you're going to want to read this in Italy to like experience the place, please go to the town. I'll list it somewhere here. Yeah, I would recommend going to that town because there's so many like specific locations. I was at the cafe reading this morning and I was having a true giggle laugh out loud moment. Like, these are some of her funniest characters, and yeah, just having such a great time. I'm now back up here for the rest of the afternoon because I'm going to go for a hike in the morning, so I just want to have an early, chill, restful afternoon and get an early night's sleep. So that is my plan. I also went shopping this morning. I got this top and these like really cutesy little shorts. I do not have room in my suitcase, so that is going to be a later me problem. But we're gonna figure that out later. But right now we're just gonna enjoy, okay? And soak up the rest of this beautiful afternoon with the rest of this book. Probably we'll finish it. We'll see. I haven't actually read the previous book, which I don't feel like I've missed out on. Eli is the guy from the previous book, if you also haven't read it. And he's Maya's. I don't even think I've said anything about this book. My God, okay. If you know nothing about this book, we're following Maya and Connor, who are going to a destination wedding in Sicily. Connor, is the best friend of Eli, who is getting married to Rue. They're the couple from the original book, Not in Love, the first book. And Maya is his little sister, not Connor. My God, I'm not doing a good job of explaining. Maya is Eli's little sister. So this is kind of their predicament, is there's like an age gap situation going on, and it's yeah, that's the premise. And so they're on this destination wedding. There's only like 12 or 16 guests or something like that, and so it's very intimate. They're spending a lot of time with one another and yada yada. You see where we're going with this. Anyway, they're just in the car right now with Eli, Connor, and Maya. And there's lots of jokes about their age differences. I'm going to quote, so if you don't want to quote, please skip. Eli looks back at me. When we were young, car windows had to be manually cracked down, and it was a big pain. Please, not the dad jokes. You didn't like it? Nope. I'm shattered. Love a good window pun. Dad jokes, classic. So, I have officially finished Problematic Summer Romance. I finished it last night. It was so good. I do, however, fear that there is not really much that I can do from this book without being in the tiny town that it was set in Sicily. So, yeah, I don't know what to do with that information. Yeah, it's very Sicilian based, so food for thought for future me, or if anyone wants to endeavour to do this for themselves. But look, we prevail. I'm going to do what I can do, which is there is this beautiful hike from the town that I'm staying in, and it takes you out to this like point and then beyond to this like really remote beach. It's like a 20-kilometer return trip. It's huge, so I'm probably going to be pooped, but I will bring you guys along for probably one of my most favourite hikes on planet Earth thus far. And I've done a lot of hikes, so yeah, we're gonna take it slow. It is 6 in the morning and the sun is already hot, so we're gonna see how this goes. I have plenty of water, plenty of snacks, and we're just gonna take it one step at a time. But my gosh, this view. Yeah, it's pretty much like that for the entire time, so I'm gonna enjoy it. Okay guys, we're done, and it is worse for the wear because the sand in this writing, whatever it is made of, and the sunscreen, I think, just anything to do with the beach did not play well with this writing, but that's fine because the book itself was so good. Yeah, as a follow-up to the like doing Italian things while reading the Italian book, look, we're gonna probably call this a failure. Yeah, I did a hike, which they did not do. So, turns out regions are important. Did I choose the wrong place to visit it? Maybe. Very possible. Should I potentially have gone to Sicily where this was actually set? Yes, absolutely. So if you are planning to do something like this, may I recommend going to the actual place where the book is set. Anyway, that's a wrap on that one. I am now headed to the beach. I have so many more books to get to this week before I head back home. So I will have a whole vlog of beach reading as well if you want to check that out. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Happy reading, and I'll see you